The low block, professional joy killer. It isn't a tactic, it's emotional vandalism. 11 players squeezed so deep, the penalty box becomes a second dressing room. The opponent has the ball, the cameras show 78% possession, and absolutely nothing is happening. From the outside, it looks lazy. From the bench, it feels like torture. Coaches hate facing it because it deletes all their beautiful patterns. Triangles turn into dead ends, wingers into traffic cones, number 10s into tourists. The idea is brutally simple. Deny space, deny transitions, deny hope. You don't beat the opponent, you wait for them to beat themselves. It works because footballers are impatient creatures. After 40 sideways passes, someone forces a shot, loses the ball, and suddenly the boring team is sprinting toward an empty half. But one deflection, one referee decision, one sleepy clearance, and the entire plan looks like cowardice. Beautiful? Never. Effective? Disgustingly. And the next tactic is worse, because it pretends to be brave while secretly doing the same thing. Gegenpressing, running until you see God. This is the tactic that convinced an entire generation that lungs are more important than talent. Lose the ball? Don't reorganize. Don't think. Don't breathe. Just hunt. The pitch turns into a crime scene with 11 detectives chasing the same suspect. Strikers tackle center backs. Fullbacks appear in midfield. Defensive midfielders sprint like their families are being held hostage. The idea is simple. Win the ball back before the opponent realizes they've won it. Chaos as organization. Coaches hate it because it's addictive. When it works, you feel invincible. When it fails, your team looks like they've never met each other before. It creates goals out of nothing, suffocates creative players, and makes stadiums roar. It also destroys hamstrings, relationships, and squad depth. One missed press trigger and the entire system turns into an open highway. Genius with medical bills. And just wait, the next one doesn't even bother pressing at all. The back five, defensive identity crisis. On paper, it's safety. In reality, it's an argument that lasts 90 minutes. 3 center backs, 2 wing backs, and absolutely no agreement about who is responsible for anything. Coaches sell it as control. Players experience it as constant paranoia. Are we defending deep? Are we stepping up? Are the wingbacks defenders or wingers or emotional support animals? The mechanism is clean. More bodies in the last line. Better coverage of width. Counterattacks through the flanks. In theory, nobody is ever isolated. It works because modern forwards hate crossing into a wall of foreheads. It also invites pressure like a polite hostage. One wingback tired, one center back dragged wide, and suddenly the secure shape looks like a folding chair. Managers secretly despise it because it solves one problem and creates 7 new ones. Comfortable, miserable, necessary. And the next tactic removes defenders entirely, just to feel something. Strikerless football, attacking without permission. Imagine telling a dressing room, "We're not using a striker today." Half the squad thinks it's genius. The other half starts updating their CV. This tactic turns the final third into a game of hide and seek. Midfielders arrive like late guests, wingers pretend to be forwards, and defenders ask the bench who they're supposed to mark. The rule is simple: movement over positions, confusion over tradition. Goals scored by committee. Coaches hate it because it requires perfect timing and perfect egos. One player runs too early, the entire choreography collapses. It works by dragging center backs into existential crises. Do they follow the false runner? Do they hold the line? Do they call their mothers? When it clicks, it looks like football from the future. When it fails, it looks like a team that forgot the bus left at 7. And the next idea does the opposite. One big man, zero imagination. The target man, aerial terrorism. No algorithms, no half spaces, just a large human and gravity. Coaches pretend to hate it. Coaches absolutely use it when desperate. The pitch becomes a medieval battlefield. Long balls raining down, elbows everywhere, defenders suddenly religious. The mechanism is prehistoric. Win the first contact, feed on the second ball, create chaos where tactics go to die. It works because elegance doesn't clear corners in the 88th minute. It also makes training sessions feel like archaeology. One referee with a soft whistle and the entire strategy is illegal. One accurate cross and all your principles disappear. Ugly, yes. Effective, embarrassingly. But the next tactic doesn't even need a striker. It needs a goalkeeper with delusions of grandeur. The sweeper keeper, anxiety on legs. Goalkeepers used to stay in goal, then someone gave them ideas. Now they stand 35 meters out like philosophers with gloves. This tactic turns the last line into a magic trick. High defensive lines become possible because the keeper is basically a spare center back with better hair. The idea is simple: compress space, intercept danger early, pretend you're Manuel Neuer even if you're emotionally not. Coaches hate it because it's a tactical nuclear button. One misjudged bounce and the internet gets a new compilation video. It works by scaring strikers away from running in behind. It fails by reminding everyone that goalkeepers are still human, brave, modern, terrifying. And the next concept will make that same goalkeeper question his life choices. Building from the back, controlled heart attacks. Some coaches see a goal kick and think opportunity. Most see a potential divorce. Defenders receive the ball inside their own box while opponents circle like sharks that went to business school. The rule is clean: invite pressure, create superiorities, escape through short passes. The reality is center backs discovering new religions. It works because one broken press opens an entire half of grass. It fails because not every defender is a midfielder in disguise. Coaches publicly defend it as modern football. Privately, they count how many years remain on their contracts. One misplaced touch and the stadium makes a sound normally reserved for funerals. One successful sequence and analysts write poems. And the next tactic doesn't care about build-up at all, only about surviving. Man marking, tactical stalking. Forget zones, forget shapes. Follow your man to the supermarket if necessary. This system turns football into a personal vendetta. Defenders chase forwards into midfield. Midfielders chase fullbacks into corners. The pitch looks less like a formation and more like a school fire drill. The mechanism is primitive. Eliminate options by eliminating people. Discipline over geometry. It works because most players hate being followed like they owe money. It fails because one dribble can open a continent. Coaches despise it because it removes control from the whiteboard and gives it to duels. Brilliant when brave, catastrophic when tired. And the next idea deletes marking entirely, replacing it with vibes. Relationism, football as jazz. No fixed positions, no strict lanes, just players improvising like a band that never rehearsed. Coaches call it creativity, analysts call it madness. Defenders call it, please tell me who to mark. The idea is emotional: proximity over structure, relationships over patterns. Pass to the closest friend and trust the rest. It works because talent sometimes hates instructions. It fails because chaos doesn't track runners. Managers secretly fear it because you can't draw feelings on a tactics board. Beautiful on good days, therapy on bad ones. And now for the tactic every coach pretends to respect while actively losing hair over it. Possession for possession, the meaningless carousel. Keeping the ball used to be a weapon, then it became a lifestyle choice. Teams circulate passes like they're paid by the minute. Center backs become quarterbacks with no receivers. The rule is empty. If we have the ball, they can't score. The lie is that boredom is control. It works at protecting leads and putting commentators to sleep. It fails at actually threatening anyone. Coaches hate it because fans see dominance while they see impotence. 70% possession, zero danger, infinite meetings on Monday. Calm, pointless, addictive. But the next tactic has the opposite problem: too much danger, zero breaks. All-out pressing, tactical caffeine overdose. Some teams don't want the ball, they want your soul. Every pass is treated like an insult. Lines push up so high the goalkeeper needs a passport. Midfield becomes a mosh pit with shin guards. The mechanism is pure aggression: compress, suffocate, steal, repeat. Football as organized harassment. It works by turning matches into cardio contests. It fails the moment opponents survive the first wave. Coaches secretly hate it because it requires saints for players and miracles for substitutes. One hot afternoon and the philosophy melts. Electric, exhausting, unsustainable. And the next idea solves that fatigue by simply refusing to run at all. The deep-lying playmaker, walking dictator. While everyone sprints, one elegant human strolls around like a tourist in his own match. This role insults modern football's obsession with running. Control through passes, not sweat. The idea is aristocratic: tempo over intensity, vision over violence. Let others suffer while one brain conducts the orchestra. It works because space respects intelligence. It fails because pressing respects nobody. Coaches fear building everything around one pair of ankles. One bad day and the entire system needs therapy. Graceful, risky, annoyingly beautiful, and finally, the tactic coaches hate most because it exposes all the others. Set piece obsession, the spreadsheet revolution. After all the philosophies, football is often decided by a guy with a long throw and a laminated folder. Corners rehearsed like Broadway shows. Free kicks with code names. Defenders blocking like offensive linemen who discovered shin pads. The rule is cynical. If open play is complicated, cheat through rehearsals, goals by choreography. It works because chaos in the box ignores reputations. It fails because referees occasionally remember the laws. Coaches hate admitting that months of tactical poetry can be ruined by one near post flick. Modern, boring, inevitable, and that's the dirty secret of the sport.